Hi guys, welcome to the Orto Lifestyle. My name is Jackie. If you are here for the first time, please make sure you do subscribe to this YouTube channel, and also don't forget to click on the notification bell to get notified every time I get to upload new videos, just like today. So today we're talking about something that's very interesting. I think is a very important thing, and I just have a few things that are quite interesting that I want to share today. Not because I'm a pro, no, but because the Holy Spirit himself placed them upon my heart, taught me. And also, these are the things that I learned from people who have gone ahead of me, and these people have helped me and are still helping me. So I wouldn't want to just talk much. So let's just get into the actual video. So what are we talking about today? We're talking about a few mistakes that people who are in the season of singleness actually get to make. Yes, you heard me right. People who are in the season of singleness. I know quite a number of people who are in the season of singleness. I know people who've graduated to being marriages and relationships and whatnot. And I have been watching people closely, learning from them. And I have picked one or two things that have really been helpful. And these are the things that I'll be getting to share. And apart from me just learning from those people, these are the things that the Holy Spirit himself has taught me. So anyway, I wouldn't want to just keep on going around circles and just wasting time. So anyway, what are these mistakes that people get to make? I have written down about 8 things, 8 or so, and I'll be reading them and just explaining them. So yeah, so let's dive deep. One mistake that I've seen people make who are in the season of singleness is treating their season of singleness like it is a waiting room, especially for ladies. Where you just get to be in that season like you have a watch, trying to see when is he coming, apart from that, you're just preparing so much for a relationship or marriage such that you forget about other aspects. Like, guys, these are the wrong things that you are doing. Like, for some of us, 80% of the knowledge that we possess is relationship centered, marriage centered, guys. Like, you are a relationship guru before you even get into the relationship. You are a relationship guru, guys. Like, it's not a bad thing to actually learn about these things, but it becomes a bad thing when it's the main thing that you focus on. You've neglected other aspects like your relationship with God. Maybe don't give your relationship with God the attention that you give to things to do with relationships. Let's talk about you learning about financial literacy. Let's talk about you learning about businesses. Let's talk about you exploring your spiritual gifts. Let's talk about ministry wise, because you have been called, you have a purpose. So like I've said, a lot of us end up spending more time learning and relearning about relationships and marriage and all these things, which is not a bad thing, but becomes a bad thing when these things begin to displace or replace, yes, or displace, yes, displace that relationship or the time that you're supposed to commit to your relationship with the Lord. So which is a bad thing. And if you're out there, you're doing this, please, the season of waiting is actually a very beautiful season. So utilize it to get to know yourself, to get to heal, to get to be whole, and to get to know the Lord who created you. The Lord probably has intentionally put you in that season so that you can learn about who he is, where you just give undivided attention to the Lord, where you just learn more about kingdom secrets. And the good part with the Lord, he's the one who is even going to review other secrets about relationships, more than those books that you're getting to read. So first of all, set your relationship with the Lord right. Commit more time to getting to know the Lord, to getting to know you, to getting to know other aspects like I've talked about, your spiritual gifts, ministry, what have you been called to do, also about finances, all these things. So anyway, I wouldn't want to just talk about it more. Let's move to another thing. So another aspect or another wrong thing that I have seen people who are believers and are waiting, are single, get to do, is, most of them are miserable in some way. They are so, I don't know, like they're somehow miserable, to be honest. It's like the season of singleness is the worst thing that has ever happened to them. I don't know. That's why, I don't know, I wouldn't want to jump to other things. Some people are somehow miserable. They're not happy with who they are, And that's why, like I said, commit this time to getting to know yourself, getting to be happy as an individual, getting to be whole, getting to heal, guys. Some people only feel like the only time they're going to be happy is when they find a man or a girlfriend. Like, guys, the Lord wants you to be happy. The Lord wants you to be content being alone. The Lord wants you to be whole as an individual. Can you still be happy if the Lord told you that you were not going to be married? I know it's a hard thing, but would you still be happy? So you need to learn to be happy, guys. Don't be miserable. Singleness is a very beautiful process. So, don't waste that period. Don't waste it. So anyway, another thing. Third point. I love this point. I really love it. To those who are ready or want to be in relationships that feel like, not today, but this is the right season for me now to get into a relationship. What criteria are you using? Even as you feel like a number of people are popping up, so anyway, this point is basically about using the wrong criteria for picking a partner. Like I said, I'm not a pro, but these are the things that the Holy Spirit himself has taught me and would want me, wanted me to actually get to share them. A lot of us feel like, for us to know that this person is a Christian, we feel like until, he's able to prophesy, until he speaks in tongues, he's praying for people, he's doing all these wonderful, amazing things like, spiritual gifts. And we forget about other aspects like character. And that's why a lot of us end up crying, because we accepted someone based on their spiritual gifts, based on, because he prays for people, or because he prophesies, because he speaks in tongues, or because when he stands, to sing, people just are taken in the spiritual realm and whatnot. Guys, to be honest, those things are very amazing, but it shouldn't be. Those things shouldn't be your main thing or your basis. Let's talk about character-wise, guys. Let's talk about character. Is fruit present? And also connecting to another thing. Some of us end up just jumping from one relationship to another to test the waters, to see if that person, me and them can be compatible. We want to test. We want to jump in the relationship, to test. Guys, who told you that for you to get to know someone, if they're compatible with you, you have to get in a relationship with them? What of the aspect of direction? What of the aspect of discernment? Why are you putting all these things? What of the Lord's, Lord's guidance? Where is it, in this equation? So, this is for a believer, first of all, who's been using a wrong criteria. Please, guys, first thing first, do not accept someone because the spiritual gifts are manifesting. Let's go to character. Then the other aspect, like I have talked about, before you even accept to be with someone, or you feel like you only get to know them when you enter in a relationship with them. Guys, seek the face of God. God is capable of revealing someone's heart even in that zone where you are actually friends. I have, heard of people, I have friends, even me, I've actually experienced it, where someone is pursuing me and, I feel like, yeah, maybe we can be together. Then I begin to seek the Lord, to say, God, we are still friends, but reveal this person's heart. And guess what? The Lord begins to reveal the person's heart, only to find out, to say, this person who I felt like me and them can be together, we are actually, not meant to be. Like, our purposes are not aligning. Also, some people only, to find out, to say they were not faithful as they look. So, to be honest, if you're that believer who intends on getting into a relationship, to test the waters, don't do that. Save yourself stress. Save yourself unnecessary heartbreaks. Begin to seek the Lord even before, you think of, you think of considering them. So seek the face of God. The Lord is capable of revealing that person's heart even before before you get to even know them on a deeper level, however you call it. So stop jumping from one relationship to another. Seek God. When you like someone, go to the Lord. Seek the face of God. Seek counsel from people who've gone ahead of you. Be sure. Don't get to know someone only when you enter in a relationship, guys. No. In fact, the Lord does not want you to jump from one relationship to another. He wants you to be in a relationship only when He gives, a go ahead. When you know to say this is a perfect will for the Lord to say me and this person are supposed to be. I hope that's clear. Then another aspect, which I know, but let me just read. I've talked about dating around. So these were actually 2 points. Then the other aspect is the aspect of flirting, guys. I know some people might say we don't have a biblical reference for that, but what does the Lord want for you as a single person? The Lord wants you to learn to be faithful even before getting into a relationship. Would the person that you've been praying for, be happy if they saw the things that you do in people's DMs? Because you're saying, no, we can still flirt and whatnot, And also, do you feel like God is happy that you're raising people's hopes up when you know to say you're not going to be with them? Is the Lord happy? Is the Holy Spirit happy? Is the Holy Spirit being praised while you are flirting with those people? To be honest, if you are an individual who is seeking to be faithful before the Lord, then this habit has to stop. Flirting, guys, has to stop. Because one, you're not being faithful to the person that you're waiting for. If they were to see the things that you're doing, they wouldn't want to be with you, because you're not being faithful. Then two, you're not glorifying the name of the Lord even as you are doing that, because you're busy raising people's hopes up. You're busy, doing things that are not appropriate, and you're wasting that time. That time you're flirting with someone, you would have learned something that the Lord wanted you or wants you to learn. So I hope it's clear. And if you feel like whatever I'm talking about is, not appropriate, then please, guys, go and do your own study. Work closely with the Holy Spirit. Learn from people who've gone ahead of you, and trust me, whatever I'm talking about, you sooner or later find out to say these things are actually right. And this is the Lord's will that, you actually walk in these things even more. Then, okay. I sound very serious. Anyway, let's talk about another aspect. I've talked about flirting. Let's talk about sexual purity, guys. Sexual purity as a single person. What wrong things are you doing? You're busy entertaining things you're not supposed to be entertaining. You feel like, purity sexually only begins when you are in a relationship. Like, we can hug, we can kiss, you feel like that's all. Guys, even for you to reach that level where you can't do all those things, it takes you being able to prepare as a single person, you being able to learn and understanding to say sexual purity goes beyond the physical act. It starts with your mind. So while you are a single person, what things are you entertaining that are triggering your emotions? What things are you doing that are making your mind go crazy? What things are you watching? What things are you listening to? What conversations are you indulging in that are sexually impure? So as a single person, you need to learn to be sexually pure. Protect your eyes, protect your ears, make sure that your ears are sound, make sure that you have a sober mind, and overall, allow the Holy Spirit to just guide your thoughts. So you need to be sexually pure, guys. Your mind, your emotions, your conversations. I've heard, people who are in the season of singleness and they're protecting themselves from all these things talk about nasty things. And I wonder, I'm like, guys, quite right, you're saying you're physically pure sexually, but is your mind pure? If you can utter such words, what about your mind? What things do you get to think about? So guys, to be honest, the Lord wants you to be pure. And there's a verse in should be 2 Timothy 2:22, somewhere there, which says, flee every youthful lust or anything that is triggering you to sin. So anything that is going to, prompts you into being sexually impure in your mind, in your thoughts and whatnot, needs to be, taken out of your, your life, or whatever you're doing, So like I've talked about the music, the movies, the whatever you're watching, make sure that you put them aside if they are making you be, impure. So I pray that's very clear. I pray it's very clear, and I pray it is very clear. So anyway, let's move to another aspect. Oh, this should be our last also. Guys, we're talking about now physical looks, like looking nice, spoiling yourself. Some people feel like, you only get to look nice, take care of your body, smell nice only when there's a boo-boo around. There are some singles who don't even, care about how they look, their shoes, their clothes. I understand if at all you do not have, things. Yes, but I'm talking about people who even have clothes, but they're failing to put them together because, anyway, I don't have a boyfriend, I don't have a girlfriend, so who cares? Guys, the Lord wants you to be looking clean. The Lord wants you to be looking nice. You look nice not for people, for yourself, guys. Like, look presentable, Like, you want everyone to know, to say someone, you are single. Like, some people would even just predict to say this girl or this guy is single because the way they look. Would their girlfriend or their boyfriend allow them to look like that? Like, guys, begin to take care of yourselves. Begin to look nice. Begin to smell nice if possible, And also, spoil yourself, guys. Spoil yourself. Like, test other food stuff you've never tested, guys. Go and test them, guys. Test them, you see. We wouldn't want a situation where, especially for girls, who only get to test nice food or certain food stuff only when a boy steps in. Like, they can't spoil themselves, you wish on probably testing Chinese food and whatnot, but you can't do it on yourself. You're only waiting for a boyfriend to step in, so that he can take you out. Like, guys, you are a single person. Learn to make yourself happy. Learn to spoil yourself. Learn to go out as a single person, to nice places, eat, if possible. If you don't have money, even just buying yourself ice cream, guys. Buy yourself ice cream. Don't wait for someone who's, I don't know when you're going to meet them, to spoil you. Guys. These are the wrong things that you are doing, especially on you ladies. And I believe there are other guys like who can't even just spoil themselves. I'll only try to visit that restaurant when I find a girl, I take her. Like, guys, I don't know where you get all these things, but guys, actually gets to love, but yeah, get to spoil yourself, get to look nice, get to smell nice. Do I have other points? Do I? Anyway, if there are other things, I believe I'll include them in the description box and just get to check if there will be other things. So anyway, I think I end here. I know some people are going to attack me because they feel like I've touched aspects that are not supposed to be touched. But anyway, I just had to share the truth that the Holy Spirit has given me, So yeah, if you're that person who is in the season of singleness and you feel like certain things I've talked about, you have been doing them, I pray you go back to your secret place and begin to seek the will of God. And I pray you also get counsel from people who've gone ahead of you, people who are spiritually sound. There are actually a lot of people out there who are doing amazing stuff concerning relationships and dating and whatnot. So if you feel like I have left other things hanging, or feel like I've attacked you in some way, go and explore, go and learn with the leading of the Holy Spirit, of course. Ask the Holy Spirit to lead you to right places. So yeah, otherwise this has just been a ground that I've laid, I don't know, a foundation. So get to build on it, get to learn, get to allow the Holy Spirit to build you. But overall, let your singleness be all about surrender, total surrender to the Lord, and allowing the Holy Spirit to move in your life and to direct you. So otherwise, guys, that's all for now. This has been Jackie. Yeah, please make sure you do subscribe, make sure you do click on the notification bell, make sure you like, and also drop your questions, your contributions in the comment section, and also if possible inbox me. Let's get to chat. If you have questions, get to ask. If you have things that you want to contribute, please get to do so. So this has been Jackie. Until next time, bye.